Magandang araw mga sir. Ngayon ay July 31, 2023, Toyota versus Tanduay ang panonoorin natin ngayon. Sa larong ito pinatunayan ni Jaworski na kayang niyang umiscore ng marami at walang makakapigil sa kanya. Dito rin makikita ang pagiging patas ng PBA noon. Ang Tanduay ay pinayagang gumamit ng dalawang import, samantalang isang import lang ang pwedeng ipasok ng Toyota dahil malakas ang team nila.
Very tense and very emotional. 55-49, 6-point lead for Toyota, looking now for a 7-point lead. Relosa to Jaworski. Pay dirt.
Yes, 57-49, 8-point lead in favor of the Toyota Super Corollas.
We're 42 seconds into the third quarter. Here's Fran Wise. The turnaround shot is no good. Ball getting away from Vic Sanchez. Pass break being fashioned, anchored on Sonny Jaworski. His second consecutive basket. No, I'm sorry.
Yes, earlier it was 2 consecutive baskets by Ricky, I think. No, Ricky Relosa.
Right.
Yes. So that's a 10-point lead. A 6-0 blast by Toyota. They're on top by 10. Sanchez going in.
Fran Wise, inside heavy traffic. He's going to challenge Mon Fernandez.
Yes, you know, Fran has that great idea of faking first. And if whether you bite or you're not, he's closer to the basket already. And that makes his percentages very high. 22 points now for big Fran Wise.
59-51, an 8-point lead for Toyota Super Corollas. Fernandez. He put a very tall arc on that shot to go over the head of Fran Wise. Sanchez gets an outlet pass.
And a block by Fernandez. He came into contact. That's going to be the third personal foul of Ramon.
Ramon Fernandez acknowledging that foul with a very wide grin on his face. Vic Sanchez, the enforcer for Tanduay, but a very meek lamb and a real gentleman outside the court, is in for another opportunity from the stripe.
Fernandez also picking up his third personal foul. Vic Sanchez making the first. Tanduay coming up with a big fast break play there in that play. You know, the minute the imports cleared the rebound, Sanchez was up and away.
Right. A cluster of 4 points strung up by Tanduay just cut down the Toyota lead to only 6 at this juncture. 59-53, 1.5 minutes gone by in the third period. Sonny Jaworski versus Bert De La Rosa. Bert giving a... Oh, it was a great steal by Bert De La Rosa. Picked up by George Milton. Sanchez going in for the hole, and he missed it. A heartbreaker for Sanchez. He's got a loose ball foul.
Yes, and there's going to be a loose ball foul there on Ricky Relosa, using his body to show above Franklin. Franklin knew it. They used to be teammates in the national team. And very clear there that Relosa used his body to shove Frankie out, who had established better position under the basket.
As usual, we've got Fran Wise working at low post. Sonny Jaworski and Ricky Relosa joining in a double team. They somewhat distracted. And Francis Arnaiz is going to go for the hole.
But Francis doesn't seem to be really injured because, he's running very well. You know. That pass. 8-point lead for Toyota. Wise giving it to George Melton.
Turn around by George.
It seemed like he's going to have that 42 points he had the other night.
No way.
But neither is Abby King going to have his 38 points the other night. There's Fernandez getting his 13th point.
63-53, another double-digit advantage for the Toyota Super Corollas. Time down to 9 minutes and 27 in the third period. De La Rosa gets it over to Lim in the shoulder. Here's Fran Wise.
Unstoppable at that point. He got it just under the basket.
You know, we've always mentioned that whenever Toyota plays, it seems like they enjoy a home court advantage in view of the predominantly Toyota crowd that attends the PBA games here. But tonight, it looks like the Tanduay Distillers have their own big following on hand here at the Coliseum.
There was an outside shot done by Andy Fields, 16-footer, and they have a 10-point lead again.
65-55, 8:54 left, and the traveling error
by Frankie Lim. He bites his lips there in disgust. Francis Arnaiz throwing in at the side court. A 10-point lead for Toyota. Fernandez trying to bring the ball in. Waits for his teammates.
Francis Arnaiz in the 3-point region. Likewise, Sonny Jaworski. He's going to take it from there.
A little bit long.
Way off mark. It didn't hit the rim.
And that was a foul by Fernandez. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. So he too is in foul trouble here in the third quarter.
Oh, these fouls are going to play a very vital role in the outcome of this game, and Edo Campo had better plays. A's is right. Arnie Tuadles is being quickly dispatched to the table officials to replace Mon Fernandez.
That's right. And he's really hoping that Arnie Tuadles can deliver, because so far in the first half, he was very cold. Now, Arnie Tuadles is a very good forward if he can get his game going.
Tuadles so far still has a blank across his name in our score sheet. Melton Of Fields. Oh, he got the better of Fields in that exchange. Eh?
And those people that watch the NBA know that that's a Jack Sigma shot. You know?
Right, a Jack Sigma shot.
The Seattle Supersonics center, their star. 3-point shot by Francis Arnaiz. And that was another 24-footer. His second in this ball game.
You know, if you were watching Francis Arnaiz for the first time, you wouldn't believe that he just came from sick bay.
Oh!
What happened on the other side of the
That's
court?
going to be a foul on Fields, and that's going to be his fourth. Called by Ed Rocket.
Like I said, the fouls are telling, exacting their toll on the Toyota Super Corollas despite that 11-point lead, 68-57. They're walking on very, very shallow water.
That's right, with three guys with four fouls. That's Fernandez, King, and Fields.
Wow, and Bert De La Rosa punctures the hoop from the corner to make it 68-59, cutting down the Toyota lead to only a single digit now. Here is Brewster, and he loses it to Mike Bilbao.
Yes.
The Sultan of Swipe.
And a good pass by Mike Bilbao to Big Sanchez. There's the delivery.
68-61, signed, sealed, and delivered, huh?
Yes, it came through the mail, you know, air mail.
Air Express, 7:45 left, third quarter.
Oh.
Another steal by Mike Bilbao. He's going to try to outsprint Arnaiz, he does.
And a big 6-0 blast there by the Tanduay Ram team, and that lead is down to only 5 right now.
68-63. The foul seemed to have demoralized the Toyota Super Corollas and gotten them out of kilter. Let's hope they can regroup for the sake of the Toyota fans.
Well, Arnie Tuades, they're finally breaking their silence. You know, what went out there were the 3 best forwards, Fernandez, King, and what do you call this? Andy Fields.
That's
and
right.
Brewster still cannot get a rebound. There's a good block, however, from behind by Ricky Relosa.
The Tanduay Distillers controlling the offensive board almost totally. The third foul picked up by Arnie Tuades. George Melton is towing the stripe. So far, he scored only 9 points, way off his
42-point the other night, you know, but he really expended a lot of effort. Can't blame him for that. And I think that the defenses were really settled on him. That's the reason why also the big men got into foul trouble. Andy Fields was not going to give him easy shots, but he got himself into foul trouble. 11 points now for big George Melton.
And the Toyota lead is down again to 5 with 7 minutes and 5 left in the third quarter. Sonny Jaworski, as usual, the orchestra leader, the spiritual leader, as he is commonly regarded by the Toyota club. Arnie Tuades.
Back-to-back baskets by Arnie Tuades. No, it's not going to count. There's going to be an offensive foul called against Arnie Tuades, called by referee De La Cruz. Let's take a look at that play.
Referee De La Cruz figured Arnie Tuades stuck his knee out, too far out, as a matter of fact.
Yes, could have been a good call there because Sanchez already established position. There's another foul, this time called against Francis Arnaiz.
16 fouls for Toyota against a clean slate for Tanduay. How about this?
That's right.
What I mentioned earlier. Despite the lead, Toyota is in very, very dangerous straits.
That's right, definitely. They're only up by 3 points right now, and you know, their key players are sitting it out on the bench, while the key players of Tanduay are on the court.
The specter of imminent disqualification staring the Toyota Super Corollas in the face, and Emer Legaspi comes through with a very vital basket. 72-67, 5-point lead for Toyota. Bilbao dances inside the lane to Melton. He's going to take advantage of this mismatch with Emer Legaspi, but he misses. How about that?
Well, he skimmed the basket there. That's a 5-point lead. Toyota trying to go to the fast break. Legaspi giving it to Arnie Tuades. There's the conversion plus the foul.
Arnie Tuades going for a grand slam this time. That was his 4th point only.
Well, like I said, Joe, you know, when Fernandez had to go out because of 4 fouls, Arnie knew that the brunt is going to be on his shoulders, and he's living up to it. There's a timeout called by Tanduay Ram. We'll be right back.
Arnie Tuades looking for a grand slam with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third period. Toyota up by 7 presently, 74-67. Make that 74-67 still. Sanchez reaching high up for that rebound. And a super souped-up Tanduay squad is on the offensive once again. Mike Bilbao.
That was a very good substitution, putting in Sanchez in the third quarter. He has delivered, and he has gotten the fouls, plus the rebound plays. There's going to be a foul there by Relosa, by Emer Legaspi. 2 free throws for Francois Weiss, since Toyota is already in the penalty situation.
5 minutes and 51.1 seconds. Toyota is already over the team foul limit, while Tanduay only has 1 team foul. So
make sure that they capitalize on that. They're going to Francois Weiss. Mike Bilbao is a guy that can also penetrate, you know. Wise missing the first free throw, it was really short. 26 points now for Big Fran, make that 27.
On the next of the Super Corollas.
And a full court press now in the offing by Tanduay. They know they have to try to pressure the Toyota Super Corollas.
Emerly Gaspi. Sonny Jaworski now. Organizing the offensive. Arnie Tuadlis takes a bounce pass, picked up by Vic Sanchez. Ricky Relosa trying a baseline cut. They couldn't get it over to him. Finally, Brewster got it over to Relosa, but the fadeaway didn't work. The follow-up likewise.
Brewster trying to follow up with one hand. There's a steal there by Relosa. And he's going all the way. Missing it. Follow-up shot by Brewster, but already the shot of Relosa, there was a goaltending violation called against Melton. He really gave it all a jump and a great effort.
8-point advantage for Toyota with 5:15 left in the third period. Bilbao, overhead pass to Fran Weiss. Oh, Melton was not expecting that handoff from Weiss.
Yes, definitely Weiss should have already taken it. Nobody was going to challenge him when he went up.
Right. Sonny Jaworski all alone inside the paint.
If you saw that shot, it was a difficult shot because...
What a magician. I thought only Dr. J could do things like that. 78-68. Another double-digit advantage here for Toyota. A great steal by Emerly Gaspi. He's going to go all the way to the iron.
Yes! Emerly Gaspi coming up with some brilliant plays of his own. It's a 12-point lead for Toyota, 80-68. The momentum is on the side of Toyota, you know.
That's why they don't want any injury timeouts or anything that would break that momentum.
That's right.
Bilbao getting it over to Fran Weiss. Arnie Tuadlis. Robert De La Rosa was left open momentarily, and here is Vic Sanchez missing a point-blank range. He keeps it alive. The power of Vic Sanchez asserting itself.
And look at him make that somersault there. Vic Sanchez really fighting.
80-70, a 10-point lead for Toyota. The bounce pass to Arnie Tuadlis. He gets a few from Brewster. He's more open, but he blew it. Brewster keeps it alive. He's going to go for his first.
Yes, Brewster finally using two hands for that offensive rebound, getting his first 2 points. Yes.
82-70, a dozen-point lead for Toyota. 3:46 left in the third period. Melton again missing from the side. Wise for the follow-up.
There's a foul there. It might be on Jaworski. Let's see who it is on. Relosa. Ricky Relosa committing that foul. And that's... Well, the idea there, I think, is that Lazaro is a very good one-on-one operator. And they might want to take advantage of the penalty situation of Toyota.
Here you can see the distinctions between the styles of the different coaches in the PBA league. If Baimo Mar had been calling the shots for Tanduay, he would have kept Sanchez in.
He would probably have told Sanchez to die on the court.
Right.
Well, I can see the idea that I think that Sanchez is not a very good one-on-one player. He likes to run, but definitely Lazaro is, and he might be able to fish the fouls from some key players also.
Relosa in the meantime just missed an 18-footer. The rebound going to George Melton. Here is Ray Lazaro. Let's see him prove his worth now against Arnie Tuadlis. Marquez gets it.
And he probably wants it back again. He wants to work one-on-one against Arnie Tuadlis.
There he is, working his way close to the iron.
Yeah, see?
Freddie Webb is right after all.
That's the idea there. Lazaro is a very good one-on-one pass. 7-point lead for Toyota.
82-75, 3 minutes and 2 seconds left. Third quarter action. Sonny Jaworski guarded by Bert De La Rosa. Arnie Tuadlis versus Ray Lazaro. Ricky Relosa dancing in and out of the lane along with Ralph Brewster. With their undecisive play here. Oh, Legazpi was left open.
That's the second time that Arnie has given that kind of a shot for Legazpi who missed.
And Alex Marquez out-hustled Legazpi for the leather there.
Offensive foul there called against Alex Marquez. Really forcing his way in there.
Live action here with a big gun, the battle of survival between Toyota and Tanduay. Despite a 7-point lead, Toyota is beleaguered and battled. They just blew that opportunity for a conversion. Here's Alex Marquez.
Yes, on the slippery part of that court. He had a good
must be some kind of a phantom here at the Araneta Coliseum. That particular spot has been the Waterloo of so many great players and so many great plays.
That's right. You know, you can really get hurt after sliding like that, going at full speed and coming to a full stop. Brewster losing the ball there.
Abed Gutierrez controls. Here is Alex Marquez looking at the Sonny Jaworski. The big guy out sprinting the little guy.
Sonny Jaworski doing a Billy Ray Bates show of his own there.
Underneath, we've got Ricky Relosa with a shot he couldn't have missed with his eyes closed.
84-75, a minute and 40 seconds left in this third quarter.
The run makers, they only have 2 team fouls, but so far they have not really been able to exploit that situation as fully as they should have.
That's correct, Joe. There's Melton trying to take it to the hoop, missing it there. Brewster backing out, Melton picking the offensive rebound.
Melton, one more time around the block.
Still short. at it, you know.
With the exception of Sonny Jaworski, all the rest of the Toyota players on the floor are second stringers. And look at Sonny Jaworski going for the hole. Suarez is right there, and he's going to do it coolly for the follow-up.
Yes, Lazaro getting at the back of Sonny Jaworski. Jaworski came with the steal, but Suarez is really having a big third quarter.
88-75. A Baker's dozen lead for Toyota. There's 12. Albert Gutierrez at right field, hounded by Sonny Jaworski. He got it into Fran Wise, who draws the entire Toyota squad with him, but makes it anyway off the glass.
Only 5 seconds left. Toyota can still get a shot off if they'll just throw in.
Too late. So the final third quarter tally, 90 for Toyota, 80 for Tanduay. 12 more minutes of brilliant, exciting basketball action coming your way right after this.